So today we've got the boys from Brisbane Boxing. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Kamrun, co-owner, and
I'm Khuram.
Co-owner as well. So.
Co-owner. You know, we're brothers.
So today we're just going to be chatting to the boys about how they got started, a little bit about their passion for boxing, what inspired that, and just really go back to their roots and sort of learn. Take us back. You guys were born overseas, and so when did you guys arrive to Australia, sort of thing?
The boat arrived. No, we arrived in, what was it, in
1984.
1984, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. How was that transition like?
By a plane.
By plane. Me too.
Yeah.
First time in a plane as well. I was
I don't remember it. I was just over a year and a bit. So
No way.
No, you were under a year, because it's August. You were just over a year, I think, August.
Just over a year.
No, and what's the split between you guys?
18 months.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you guys always had similar sort of car, similar sort of haircut. That's really cool, actually. You don't see that very often. So, how did that come about? Is it just one sort of starts a trend and the other one's like, I like that.
He looks up to his older brother.
There you go. But yeah, tell us about your backstory. How did you guys, sort of get
The
started?
backstory?
Yeah.
We started in 93. We started boxing.
Yep.
Karate Kid was the Asian thing there, but
Yeah.
my father got us started into the boxing scene, and we took to it, and we didn't look back ever since. So boxing's been good to us.
Yeah.
You
So
know
you
what
guys were about 10-ish?
He would have been 10.
Yeah,
I was
just turning 10.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So 12 or 30.
Yeah, right.
So we were there, and then and we're doing that ever since, and I think we've put a lot of focus on boxing, and sort of that's what we did.
Yeah.
And
We had nothing else to fall back on, really.
Yeah.
And we're just fortunate enough that we made a business of what we love.
Yeah.
You know, and then not only what we love, but the people that work for us. You know, like we couldn't do this without the people that work for us, or even the people that just helped us in general.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, you guys built an amazing community sort of thing. And that really shines through, I think, compared to a lot of other gyms or just your standard run-of-the-mill sort of regular gym.
Well, I mean, 10 years.
Yeah.
Community has it's all because
All
of
people
community.
power,
Yeah.
people power.
Yeah. Yeah.
All because of community.
Yeah, and so how'd you guys start? Was it this gym or was it
West End.
West End?
Yeah.
All right.
So we were there for 3 years before we were offered the gym. So it was 2005 we started there, and it was 2009 when we were offered the gym to take over.
Oh, I think it was 2008.
That was the first, but the official one was
Yeah.
in 2009.
Yeah.
Because the first one we didn't really it wasn't even
On the cards.
our idea.
Yeah, we
didn't
weren't thinking
want
about
anything to do with it.
Yeah.
We didn't know anything about business until it was 2009 where Harry actually gave us. He gave us an opportunity to sort of just help us start our own individual classes where someone approached us and said, "Let's do it.
Right.
Can you train us?"
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
Just
blah.
there, we've got 10 people. Can you train us?
Shayla.
So let's just go back a little bit. So you
Yeah.
guys were 10, 12 in boxing. Sort of how did that progress? Did you guys sort of do a couple fights and then what happened there? Between sort of 10 and 12 to starting your own sort of business, if you will. How did that progress? What sort of steps did you guys take?
Yeah, we just training, just boxing. We fighting. We got to a national level. We just kept fighting, rah.
Yeah.
And then my original coach Liam White left for England, so we had to find another gym, and we found Harry Costi.
Okay.
And Harry Costi sort of trained us, and Paul Reese, and then
But before that, sorry, there was a few gyms in the Caboolture, and then they had a guy who used to train us in the soccer fields and whatever.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And then that's when we went to Harry Costi after we got training in the West End in our own, Cordelia Street in this gym.
Yeah.
And then that's when that was shutting down, and then we had to find another place, and then we stumbled across.
Yeah, the boys ran past West End Boxing Gym at the time, and then we started there, and mate, and Harry was always good to us, always trying to look for opportunities for us and help us out, you know. And then once we started running our own classes, he goes, listen, boys, you know, buy the gym, because he offered it 2 years prior. Yeah. You know, he goes, you want to buy it, boys? We said, oh, I don't know how many are, and then life changed, and I needed to, you know, do something. And then he offered it again, because we were running classes at 7:30 to 8:30.
Similar sort of what you guys do
similar
here.
thing. It was like someone Shailen approached us and goes, listen, let's start some classes. I've got 10 guys. Let's do a class. And then Wayne was the IT guy at the time, and he was like, let's look for the best name. And then Kamrun goes, Brisbane Boxing. Goes, yep, it's not taken. So we got Brisbane. And so it's good it happened the way it happened, because if it happened earlier, we wouldn't have had Brisbane Boxing as a name. You know what I mean? We would have stuck with Brisbane Boxing.
That's right. Yeah.
And so all timing, and then from 2010 we took full ownership and just ran from there.
But I think a lot of this, and that's the other thing. Like a lot of the skills we sort of obtained was from life skills. So and what I mean by life skills, like we were in jobs or things that we hated, and that taught us a lot about ourselves, like taxi driving. We've done that for about 3 years, and then, you know, understanding people and all that sort of stuff. It was a beautiful learning curve, you know, before we took over the gym. So everything, like Khuram said, everything was just, it was about timing. It was a perfect timing then, because we learned everything that we needed to learn to progress.
It's amazing. It's like how the dots connect. Like when you look back and you're like thinking, if you hadn't been driving, or, you know, had those down times and had that moment to think, or the interactions you had with different customers as well.
100%. So, you know, people go, oh, do you wish you did this? But, you know, if you did something different, you might be where you're at. Do you know? So, and we're fortunate where we are. You know, do what we love, and we've got the right people behind us. The staff is amazing.
The boys are awesome, and just definitely, if you guys get a chance, check it out, because definitely, like it's different to most boxing gyms. I think you guys almost cater. I don't know. You've got the academy classes, and you've got the sort of for the people that want to fight, essentially. But you've got the mainstream, if you will, but with that closeness,
the fitness class, like the fitness class, getting fit, just focusing on just a more of a community and a social approach to that as well.
And not only that, I think one of our strengths is trust. You know what I mean? Like we've got a lot of trust with our members. They know that we won't rip them off and all this stuff. You know, and it's a big thing for people. It's a really big thing. Like you know, so to know that you can go somewhere and get your value for what you spend and whatnot, and if you don't, then, you know, I mean, it's not like you're losing a lot of, you're not losing a contract or something like that tied in where you go, there's $700 going down the drain. So we don't sort of do any of that. So that's sort of built a lot of trust for us.
You know, when we first started, we had none of these computers, none of these systems, no direct debit. We had a little box. Just an honest box. Hey man, come in, put your change or put your money in there, grab your change out of the box.
No way,
it's like just a box. You open the lid, put your money in there.
That was Harry's thing, though.
Harry started that. And
that's awesome.
And that only lasts for so long. When you start growing, you can only do it for so long. And unfortunately, not everyone is going to be as trusting as you would want them to be.
That's right.
But you know,
but
most people are.
When we did do it though, most people are, because you know, you sort of give them that responsibility to be honest and to be, you know, and that built that trust, that built that community, and I think that's where it all sort of stemmed and grew, and then, you know, from there, they saw that we were you know, trustful business, and then they weren't what do you call it, concerned to go into direct debit and whatnot, because they already had that experience with us.
That's right. And I think that's what I loved as well, like, if I was over like on holiday and stuff, just keep you guys buzz, and then boom, you sort of put it on pause, and it was not like, oh, you tell me X amount, you know, like, put it on for 2 weeks, and then after that, you know, it's best of luck. But
100%, I think, because in business, 100%.
That's that's probably the biggest thing, like with us as well. Like,
Yeah.
it's about giving as much value as possible, providing doing the right thing. Doing the right thing is going to be always the right thing.
Doing the right thing. You know, I think you hit it on the head there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I mean, every business can say we're doing the right thing, but you know, at the end of the day, the customer speaks louder, and the customer proves whether or not that business is trustworthy or not.
100%, 100%, yeah. And so, what was it like that first couple of months of taking over from Harry? You guys rebranded it straight away, and then sort of.
It was a struggle. It was a struggle because we thought, we're going to get a flow on with the customers, but it was just it was pretty much starting from fresh.
Okay.
Starting from scratch.
Harry's a good guy.
Yeah.
So he took everyone with him.
Okay.
I wouldn't say, but everyone followed Harry. Harry's the top guy. Harry,
that's what I mean.
Harry created a good customer base, and good on him, you know.
Yeah.
So we did start from scratch, trying to build our own clientele up and our database. So we struggled for the first few months, 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't change it because you need them struggles.
Yeah.
People go, would you change anything? I go, not really, because you kind of need struggles to sort of taste the sweetness at the end of it. It makes it so much more worth it.
Oh.
Not saying I'd want to go back there again and do them long hours, but looking back, you're like, man, we did it.
Yeah.
We did it,
Yeah, you've been through the hard yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what it takes to get there.
Because I did ask Kamrun at one stage, because we were there from first thing 6 in the morning to 8:30 at night, and sometimes 9 to come to class and this and that.
Yeah,
and then we were like, okay, you reckon we're stuffed up? And he goes, nah, we'll be alright.
Yeah.
Like so, I've been fortunate we got one another.
Yeah.
To sort of go, if you're feeling down, and let's go, we got this.
Yeah.
So the other person might be feeling, but so you go, no, let's go.
Let's
go.
take that. Jump in and let's do it. Yeah.
So we've been fortunate.
And everything's been gradual. With us, where you live within your means.
Yeah.
So, and that's what you've got those targets, and you say, you know what, if I can put bread and butter on the table, I can put a house over the top of my head, and I can pay for my fuel. Then I'm doing it right. And then and you're making sure that you can survive with that, and that's it. Then everything else goes back into your business.
It was a bonus.
And everything was a bonus, and then we just sort of built it, and then we had enough, and we looked at it and went, okay, you know what, we can actually do another one. And Harry is the one that actually encouraged us to branch out and whatnot.
Right.
And that's why
he's always been there. He's always grabbing always you need another bigger place,
Yeah.
So we were going to actually, the idea was to sort of just trial this out, whatnot, if we got too busy in West End or whatever, but we ended up keeping both because it was just, that's how it sort of worked.
And so it was West End. How long did you guys have West End before you sort of branched out to
a year and a half?
A year and a half. Okay.
A year and a half. Then we had this one for about a year and a half, and then we got opened up Bulimba. And then we had Bulimba, and we just recently shut the doors on Bulimba at the start of the year due to you had council restrictions, stuff like that. But you know what, and it was good because it was such a great learning curve in Bulimba. And again, you need these hurdles to learn from. I wouldn't say it was it wasn't a failure at all. It just sort of it was still it was profitable and stuff, but you had to work there a bit more. But coming back to having more is not necessarily having more.
That's right.
I mean, having the two is less stressful. I have more time, and time's value, man. Time. You cannot get nothing back from it.
We said that earlier as well. A couple of days ago with you, you were saying that everything, it has its moments. And if you're not going through a downtime and a bad time, then there's something wrong because you're not progressing, you're not getting any better. You need those downtimes, you need to struggle because that's where you're learning everything.
So much, right?
Yeah, exactly. And only so many people can actually take it. But if you stick in there, then it can only last so long. And then when it goes up and goes back down, you know what to do.
That's right. That's right. That first sort of, but at least I mean, you guys started off with that sort of starting fresh, so you kind of you already know. Okay, well, tough times. We're just going to go back to this blueprint.
100%.
And, yeah.
But see, we were fortunate. We were very fortunate in regards to we kind of had a little bit of a blueprint to work on.
Yep.
And then we made it our own form. Like we put into our own formula. Like we had something to work off.
Yeah.
And then we made it into our own thing.
Yeah.
We started making our own formula.
Yeah.
But we had something to work off and go, okay, we like this, we don't like that. Let's make this, change that.
Yeah.
And then eventually, which is totally different.
Yeah.
Not totally, but to a certain degree.
Yeah.
And we're still doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and we'll always be sort of tweaking and making different moves here. I mean, different tweaks here and there.
Yeah.
But we again were fortunate to be in the situation where we were, and for the people to help us, like Harry.
Yeah.
Offered that. He could offer to anybody.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we had someone, a lawyer that was coming to the gym, Jack Dixon, Jack Dixon, and he goes, man, if you want some law, some commercial work, hit me up.
Yeah.
And he, and he helped us with the commercial lease, and that's what I mean. Like he was one of me, like Meredith Engineering, Jason Meredith. He goes, here boys, here's a tab for all these chains you see, all the turnbuckles. Goes, here's the account. So we've had so much help from people. You know what I mean? So
that's huge.
Solicitors, everything.
So we've been fortunate with the right people that have come to the business and they've just invested in us.
Yeah.
You know. So so I can't say we did it ourselves.
Yeah.
I say a lot of it comes from just people helping ourselves.
Yeah. And that just goes back to building those connections and building that community and so doing the right thing, and before you know it, you got people that are willing to help you out to set you up an account like that.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah. And then not only that, I think the other thing on top of it is working for a bigger picture.
Yeah.
And whether you're working with a business partner, brother, or whatever it is, a family member or whatever, a friend, that you're working for an end goal, and you're not worried about how you do it, and what each person is doing to get there. So it's very important because that's how you sort of keep everything together.
So so pretty much you work for us, not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think that's where a lot of people start quarrels and friction creates, and whereas I'm doing this and you're not doing this, I'm doing this, you're not doing this, I'm doing more, you're doing whatever, so you're not counting what they're doing, you're just going, okay, listen, we've got to do what we've got to do to get what we've got to get.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not like, okay, are you doing more or am I doing more?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you've got to do something, I've got to do something, we've got to get there, and if we do it together, we're going to get there faster.
That's right. Exactly. That's right. Yeah.
So it's about us, not me,
100%.
And so how did that come about? Was that always there when you guys were growing up, or was it once you guys started?
I think we sort of just fitted in our roles, because I used to do finance before. Yep. So I was pretty much just put into that. Well, it's not like I love it, but it's something that I've got knowledge of. Exactly. So
it's a bad role.
I call it the arse job. Where you've got account systems and stuff.
Okay.
But it is what it is. You know what I mean? And I don't mind one bit.
So like Carmen said, like it just sort of fell into place. Like it's not like, oh, what are you? We just did what we had to do, and we did what we were good at. Yeah. And we didn't tally up what you're doing and what I'm doing. We didn't do that. We didn't tally up how many hours did you put in, how many hours did you do. What did you do? What did you do?
Where did you come in?
And you know what? Realistically, it will all balance out.
Oh, 100%.
Anyways, it all balances out. There's times when I'm busy. There's times when I'm not. There's time where he's busy. There's times when he's not. It's not like
and it's that's the way it should be, really.
Yeah.
And so tell me, like, obviously social media was just beginning when you guys first started out. 09?
2000 and what, the social media?
Well,
Facebook was in 2007, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, but wasn't it quite that big?
No, it just started. Everyone was It was like there's that had games that poke and all
Yeah,
that rubbish.
that's
And
right. Yep.
I remember that. That's when Facebook's 2007.
Yeah.
2007.
And
Yeah.
so, did you guys jump on that early, or were you guys? Because I mean, Instagram and stuff's a big part of what you guys do as well now. And
I don't think we really focus too much on the social media side of it. You know, like if I look back at it, like I only got the hashtags only a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's Instagram? I'm like, I deleted it.
Yeah.
What is it? It was just very narcissistic to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because the thing is with Facebook, we didn't really do as much as we did with Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I figured the hashtags out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, that's what the hashtags are for.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
It's crazy, hey, like the learning process is so much, and as you go further in business, like, okay, this and this, and you start to.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Facebook advertising works.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that works. I'm like, oh crap, why aren't we doing that
Yeah.
rather than doing flyers and all this stuff?
Yeah.
So that was like,
Yeah.
And
amazing.
it was quite cheap,
Yeah.
like a lot cheaper than they
Yeah.
are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still quite
Yeah.
underpriced
No.
now, but still, yeah.
I think we
But
put
it
on
can-
an ad for like $100.
Yeah, but it can still be like a hit and miss as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like AdWords is a hit and miss.
Okay.
AdWords, you got to get that you can
Yeah.
waste your money on AdWords.
Yeah. Well, it's that trial and error, figuring
Yeah.
out what works, what doesn't, what sort of connects, and which suburbs to put it in. And
Yeah.
But you know what? Social media has helped,
Yeah.
but it's like any other business. It comes down to a lot of our business comes back to word of mouth.
Okay. Yeah.
Word of mouth.
Yep.
So word of mouth is a huge one.
Yep.
Um,
And like you notice it like with even members and stuff, they'll have your Brisbane Boxing sort of sticker on the back of their car,
Yeah.
and it goes back again. to
So
the
I
community
think
and
that's
stuff.
the big one for us was our biggest successful marketing wise
Yeah.
was our branding in regards to the logo
Yeah.
and the stickers.
Yeah.
Awareness.
Yeah,
brand
and
awareness.
It's the logo itself quite clear. Like boom, you know it's
Simple,
Brisbane Boxing.
simple.
Yeah, you
I'll
see
put
it.
one on your card later.
Thanks. I'm big for 5. Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. You know, and everyone wants to be a part of something.
Yeah.
And when they do come here, they start realizing, oh, there's a community here, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. So we want to be a part
Yeah.
of the community. And also, man, boxing does look cool. Right?
Yeah, that's. They won't mess with me. I do
You
boxing.
know, boxing does look cool. So
Yeah.
it's helped.
And so, what's your like favorite thing about boxing? Just going back a little bit, but like, what's for each of you? What's the favorite thing about boxing?
Favorite thing about boxing would be. It depends on what you like as a coach, as a trainer, as a fighter. What do you mean? What?
Oh, there you go. Like,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think as a fighter, as an athlete, it was just sort of being able to test yourself and just the challenge, just the competition. You know, competition's good.
Yeah.
And now as a business owner and a coach, is seeing the development of people. You know, both in not as at a competition level. You see in just the general boxing fitness stuff. You see people just fighting whatever they've got going on in their own personal life. And you don't know, like, but they're fighting, anxiety, depression, or some even more worse than that. And you see, then you get them. They write you emails saying thank you so much, you guys helped me, rah rah, and that's fulfilling, And when I see young kids in my fighters class, and I take more of a mentoring role now, is you see kids that have been bully victims, or you see kids that have no self-belief, and you see them grow. You see them go, you know what, I'm worth something. I'm worth it. And I think that's the greatest thing I take as a coach. Seeing guys flourish like that. You know?
It's huge. Like even that 10-week challenge you guys put on, and it's just you learn like, I thought I had only this much, but just get pushed a little bit more, and then it builds, and you're like, I can do it. And then,
exactly. It's that self-belief.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Like when you're hitting that bag, and when I do, and I miss it, I miss jumping in the ring. I miss I miss boxing. Like doing it. Because there was discipline there, and there was that a level of commitment. It's a big commitment when you start training and you start doing it properly. And when you do hit the bag, there's that. It's confidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you get that confidence out of hitting the bag, and,
Yeah.
and you feel
Stress relief.
Yeah, it's stress relief.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you get that strength and you get that self-belief, like I was just saying.
Huge,
and
yeah.
just-
I reckon with
it's
each
a different
punch, it's just
feeling.
like
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
extra. You're like, oh, I can't do it, but you
Yeah.
do a couple more.
Your
and
endorphins
yeah.
are just running through the...
Yeah.
And then also when you just get better and better,
Mm.
like when you see improvement, you know.
Yeah.
And that in itself is your motivator. Like some
Yeah.
people go, oh, I'm not getting it, I haven't got it. Man, everyone starts from somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you see, and when you see them improve, and you go and you acknowledge them improving,
Yeah.
like, and they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting
yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
100%. That first couple of weeks is hard because
Yeah.
you're kind of you're putting it all and you're not seeing it, and then like sort of week 3, 4 of that challenge at least.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you know
Yeah, yeah,
yourself,
yeah.
like when we were doing the challenge, there was so many people that were saying, no, I don't want to farm. I just
Yeah.
wanna farm,"
Yeah.
You know, for the results
Yeah.
and whatnot, etc. And then their mindset shifted and they started thinking, hang on,
Yeah.
I can actually do this.
Yeah.
So it is. It's
Yeah.
empowering.
Yeah.
So it's empowering once they get to that level, okay, I'm getting somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
I can finish this off now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
about that mental barrier, about shattering that, breaking through that barrier. You have that. Oh, I don't know if I can do it, but you really can.
Yeah.
Your body's resilient.
Yeah.
It's your mind.
Oh, yeah.
It's your mind that you just got to push through there, and you're like, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I did it. I can do it.
And
And that applies to life as well.
Oh.
You know, so what you see guys
So, I mean-
put into the boxing ring or into training,
Yeah.
that's so applicable to life.
100%. Like in so many ways.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a direct translation because
It is.
life is just like being in a boxing ring.
Yeah.
You're going to be there's punches coming
Everywhere.
There's
Yeah.
and you're constantly ducking, weaving,
And,
moving.
and that's
yeah.
what I tell my fighters. Anyone that jumps in the ring, I go, listen. The boxing ring is like real life.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah.
Your opponent don't care about your story. You don't care about how much of
No.
a victim you think you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
All right. Because if you feel like a victim, or if you have that victim mentality,
Yeah.
they go, well, life is going to walk
Oh.
all over you.
Punches keep
This is
coming.
life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you yourself have to get up and keep going.
Yeah.
You're not there alone. Like people think it's an individual sport.
Yeah.
It is. You're taking the punches line,
Yeah.
but you know what? You're coming back to that corner.
Yeah.
All right. And then your boardroom. That's
Yeah.
your CEO.
Yeah.
That's your advisors are there.
Yeah.
They're going to give you that advice so you can go back out and apply that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I've had people that have that mindset, like, oh, it's me. I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not. You've got a team behind you, backing you.
Oh yeah. 100%.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're taking the fight by yourself. You're punching on. I mean, you're
Yeah.
taking the punches by yourself. Yes, but you have a team behind you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And walk me through like mindset. How important is mindset in boxing and in general sort of thing? Like, is it the first thing you work on? Is it do you get the body fit and then work on mindset? Yeah, how does it all connect?
I think everyone's different though, but yeah.
Well, for me, when I train my guys, I make sure I do a lot of mirror work with them, because body language is huge. We communicate more with our body than anything else.
Yep.
So I make sure when we do our work, they're in front of the mirror, and whenever they stop, or whenever they feel like stopping, they're working on their body language.
Right.
Because you communicate through your body. If you're like this, or
Yeah.
if you're confident, not arrogant,
Yeah.
confident, you got to take that outside the ring as well.
Yeah.
And you got to take that in the ring. Body language is huge. We communicate with our body more than anything else. So we start with that body language.
Yeah.
So that's a mindset thing as well. So body language is huge.
But not only that, I mean, as well, when you're training, let's say, new people and experienced people and whatnot, is applying,
Yeah.
the basics and getting those basics down pat. Like
Yeah.
even an experienced person will know that the basics are the most important because you'll always have to go back to that.
That's right.
Because
Builds
fatigue
on
kicks
top
in and
of- yeah.
whatnot, it builds in, yeah.
Yep.
So, and when the inexperienced sort of see that and they start seeing, they start comparing
Yeah.
and they start seeing themselves and going, oh, wow, okay, I'm starting to look like that now.
Yeah.
And it's just that,
Yeah.
self-esteem just goes,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and then that's when they start progressing.
Yeah.
So it's mindset.
It's interesting enough. So lately just started running again, and so when again going through the challenge, I was like, you guys are saying run, like
Yeah.
Fitness.
Run, go for the Saturday run up the hills, but it's so important. But going through, say, the 5K run, found myself, I'm tired, I'm, like 2Ks in or whatever, and then changing that mindset to, no, I'm a world-class boxer, right? So it went really high, and then it almost kind of like gave you a second wind, if you will. Like you were like, no, this is who I am. I've got so much more in the tank. And it just pushed you like, and then you're like, all right, I'm just gonna sprint it up, and then so for me at least,
it's a mind shift. That's all it is. It's just a mind shift.
Yeah. So which is
and when you're starting, you're always giving yourself targets or goals. And you're going, okay, all right, I'm gonna run to the end of the street. And then I'm gonna run just past the end of the street. And it's just adding and building yourself and getting past that mental, because it is all mental. Someone just said to me recently, and I applied this. It was a marathon runner, and he said, when you run, take equal steps. All right, so keep the rhythm the same. All right, the pace the same. And take equal steps. And breathe.
Okay.
And don't worry about looking forward. Just worry about your breathing. And your pace. All right. And if you concentrate on that, you'll realise you've done 5 kilometres. And you're going, oh, where's my breath gone? Yeah. So again, it comes down to mental, and I applied that. And this was not long ago. I applied that about 2 months ago, and I ran. I think it was 2.5 kilometres, and I wasn't puffing. It was my first run back. I thought I'd just try. And you know what? He proved me wrong. You know what I mean? Like it was just a totally different mindset. That I didn't even think about. So you can always learn.
Anyway, let's see if we can keep going faster and stronger.
Just calm it down, guys. Just calm it down.
Sounds good.
They're done.
Yourself.
They're like, we got to go, Igor.